Hey guys, how you doing? Happy Sunday, 30th of January. Remember when we were celebrating 1st of January just like yesterday? Look where we are now. I'm quickly going to, well, before I go on, let me even find out how you are. How are you guys doing? Sincerely, how are you doing? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to tell you how I'm doing, whether you ask me or not. This week has been pretty challenging for me. Really challenging. I'm just telling my children, usually I work 50 to to my different businesses, and I consider time with my children to be work too. So all that, I'd say I work maybe 60 hours a week because, like I told you, I consider time spent working with my children, like homework and everything. I consider it to be work. On my schedule, I plan, I put it in as work, except we are having fun, right? Hey, thank you for joining. So it was a pretty hectic week, and I had so many challenges this week, not to lie. So many opportunities, so many challenges. So I've just been dragging on, facing my fear, dragging on, encouraging myself. EJ, you can do this. Yes, something. If you were watch, you should join on Thursday or watch the video where I told the story of the Chinese farmer. I said all things work together. I was talking to myself, man. I was talking to myself. I was like, yes, even this is working well. Even that is working out well because there's so many things happening. Till this Sunday evening, I was like, it was such a challenging week. I didn't even get to check my mail. Normally every day as I'm coming upstairs, I check my mail. When I go out, I check my mail. When I take Bura to school, I walk out to the school bus, I check my mail. I didn't. And then this evening, I got a mail. Thank you for joining those of you that are live. I got a mail from the IRS. People of God. When you get an email from IRS, office business is penalty for private use, 300. Penalty, I'm looking on the mail like, oh my God, this week is getting more interesting, more challenges to face. Like I was telling myself, hey Kennedy, thank you for joining live. I'm surprised you're not in bed though. You're a nice owl like me, right? So I got a mail from the IRS. Rosen and Goswe Adum. I say, shoot, what is it? Are they challenging last year's taxes? What could have happened? What is it again? And then I opened it because I had so many challenging news. Sincerely, I wasn't positive. I wasn't expecting any good news. So I was like, well, we'll deal with it. I put all the other mails aside, but like, I'm going to open this one right away. And I open it and they say it's credit, interest paid or money owed to me by the IRS. Where's the opening of the page? Statement showing interest income from Internal Revenue Service. So it wasn't bad news. It was great. I felt fantastic. I was like, yes. And that's not all. Also, and I got another mail. I got this in the mail. It's from my daughter's school. Great news from Springman Middle School. Wild Cataway, home of the Wildcats. That's what they call them. And what they do, they roar. That's not the important part. Too. The important part is what's written at the back. He says, I really appreciate this because I also had a lot of issues with school stuff too this week. So I sincerely appreciated this. So this is a note to brag about Ziga's performance. Ziga is my second child. Children bring us so much joy and so much challenge. But let's just say Zika is a joy. So this is her teacher writing to us, say to the Adum family. This is a note to brag about. Look, oh, I'm not forming it. I wish you could show well, but I don't. There's no way you can read this. It's a note to brag about Ziga's performance in reading and writing class. There's just this big smile. Ziga has transitioned well into my GE class. Ziga, so I wanted to find out the meaning of GE, but when she moved into sixth grade, they said she was overperforming for her level. If you've ever moved to an English-speaking country, you know that if you come from a country like Nigeria, they want to ask you, oh, do you need, like, what's GE? Good. So GE means gifted enrichment. So if you moved from a country like Nigeria, any foreign country, to the US, they would usually ask if you want extra lesson in English. And I always tell them, if they recommend it for my son, I was like, this boy speaks better English than everybody in his class. He's better at English. He doesn't need any extra lesson. So Zika has transformed into my GE, gifted enrichment. So she's in a gifted class. So she because she had, for a while, she was constantly performing above her grade level. So they moved her to, in English, she's a two classes above. So even though she's a 6th grade, they are teaching her 8th grade work. She's 2 classes above her classmates. In math, she's 1 class above. So she's doing 7th grade work. Ziga is quiet, but her work is detailed, thorough, and always done on time. I'm so happy to have Ziga in my class. Keep up the great work, Miss Triple. Like, yeah, Ziga. Do you know how much joy that gave me? As challenging as this week has been, it was like the cold water I needed. Like, and I just want to share this because many times we face challenges in life, and we remember to not complain, but to deal with those challenges. To not worry about it. To remember them, think of what to do. But do we equally remember to celebrate our wins, even though it wasn't my efforts? It feels so good, right? It feels so good. First of all, I got this mail from IRS telling me how I have one more victory to celebrate with you guys. How the fact that they are owing me. Do you know how good that feels? And then now I get this from my teacher. Adidum. Ziga, where is your brother? So I'm going to day 3. I just want to show you one more thing, a poem my son wrote. I'm so happy today. The challenges I face are still there. I've dealt with some of them and dealing with some of them, but this is how I celebrate my wins. Let's talk the 27. Day 27 says, practice makes perfect. I ever heard the saying, I don't want to take a snapshot. Where's Adidom? I think he went, oh, okay, good. I've got this. Before I go to this 27, I want to read to you guys a poem my son wrote. There's no way you're going to see this. There's no way you're going to see this. It keeps turning around. Let me read it. Stay straight. Okay. It says, portrait poem. My mom, hardworking and loving mom. She cares for the family even when she's uncomfortable or needs caring herself. She does her best. Oh, it looks like her belly. She does her best to push me and my sister, even though I give her a hard time sometimes. I'm like, so he knows. So he knows. She's loved by my dad's family, her family, and her friends because of the love she shows everyone. My mom is the goat. Guys, see that? Sincerely, this boy called me a goat. In capital, he put it, my mom is the G-O-A-T. Adidon, come and tell me what do you mean by a goat? Come and tell them. See, my mom is a goat. G-O-A-T. Unfortunately, you can't see it. What does that mean?
It means greatest of all time.
Again?
Greatest of all time.
Thank you. So, guys, how will my week not be sweet? There is no challenge when I see this kind of poem. That I always say that I think being a mother is the hardest job. Yeah, I think it's the hardest job I've ever had to do, being a mother. Especially a mother to that boy. It's hard. Anyone needs to hear that part, but it's hard. It's hard. It's been hard, but those are the small things that give me joy. So you see me smiling, and it's not because my life is anywhere near perfect. It's because I see the goodness around my life, and I know my life is still work in progress. And there's something I want to share with us today. If there's anything I've learned, is happiness is not a destination. Success is not a destination. You're not saying, oh, when I end that $1 million, when I start making $10,000 a month, then I'll be successful. Then I'll be happy when I buy that car. Success, happiness is not in things. It's the journey. And the journey is never easy. Have I told you that? It's not, even ask the successful people now. I've heard people say, the people that even have money, then it's harder for them to even give. Do you know what it takes for them to make the money? So those people that are not giving you, do you know what they sacrifice? Some of them sacrifice their humanity. A lot of them sacrifice their humanity to even make that money. They are cheating, they are stealing, they are doing 419, they are giving projects they don't execute, projects in their own village. They won't execute it, they'll use the money to send their children to London to go and study. Have you not given away your humanity? Some of them are killing, they are bribing, they are paying Agbero to go and harass other people. So for someone that has sold his humanity, sold everything, and then you're not complaining, he's not giving me, he's thinking you didn't sacrifice anything. I sacrificed everything. So success is the journey. Happiness is in the journey you're taking. Find time to celebrate. Find time to be happy. I got a ton of mails. I've not gone through all, but the one that gave me the most, that took my glory of the most, was like, let me look at it first. And it gave me some joy. And then here comes one from my daughter's school. And then I see this poem from my son. My life is full, guys. Let's look at the. I've not been going live on Facebook because Facebook won't let me go live. I don't know if you know that when I was having that problem. So that's why I've just said I'll take it a few days and then I'll record the multiple days and then put up. But I can use StreamYard, so I'm using StreamYard today. Day 27 says practice makes perfect. If you're taking notes, cancel that word perfect and put practice makes what? Replace it with improvement. Practice makes for improvement. The goal of practice is not for perfection because you can never attain perfection. It is for improvement. Have you ever heard okay, you've heard it. I'm reading from my ebook now. If you registered, you would have gotten it. Today, you will head out to face your fear again. Hopefully by now you're feeling somewhat desensitized to it. You're no longer afraid of fear. And I don't know if you guys saw the video I posted on my story earlier, I think yesterday. I will have gone down now, it should be 24 hours, where this young man jumps over that, what looks like a big deep hole, you know, and then he does the backflip and he's afraid his friend, the girl, even tries to help him catch it, but they fall in solid ground. It was just a painting. A lot of our fears are illusions. Even though it's challenging, it's real, but they're illusions. When you get into it, you realize that it's not so bad after all. So practice it. Learn to conquer your fears. Face it. Embrace it. Go after your fears. Let the fear turn itself and run. Remember to face your fear in a way that pushes you towards your goal also. Let those fears be things that are pushing you towards your goal. Day 28. Recognize you're setting yourself free. Well, it was day 28 yesterday. And if you haven't yet conquered your fear, you might be feeling pretty bad about yourself. But don't worry. You don't need to feel bad. Revisit the journal. Do your mirror affirmations. If you need a reminder of how great you are and how far you have come towards conquering your goals, go through all this. Look, celebrate your wins. Like I just said, celebrate your wins. Remind yourself the things you're loving, the things that are happening good for you. And if you need motivation to take the last push, remind yourself that by conquering your fear, you'll be setting yourself free and setting yourself up for success. You have nothing to lose by conquering your fear, guys. Day 29 says, face your fear again. Over and over, we're going to keep going after those fears till we have it in hand. It's only a couple of days to the end. Tomorrow is going to be the last day, day 30, because we started on the 2nd of January, remember. But after the pep talk you give yourself today, you should be ready to face your fear again. Remember, you can do it. Try to conquer fear and just go after it. I'm so excited because tomorrow is day 30. Tomorrow I'm going to hold that live masterclass I was told next week. I've decided to do it as a live webinar. So I'll be on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, on a lot of platforms, LinkedIn, I think. And I'll be sharing how you can conquer your fears and develop a CEO mindset so that you can live the life you're called to live. You need to learn that you're the CEO of your life. You're the captain of your ship. So you need to live like it. Don't just let life happen to you. Let things happen and you're wondering, oh, what happened there? Oh, what's going on? No, you're the captain of your ship. Tomorrow, let's spend time together. I think it's 2 p.m. CST, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Central Time. And because I have a lot of love from Nigeria, and 8 p.m. West African Time. I don't know if I should push it back a little to 3 p.m. because a lot of my Nigerian people have been going home from fasting and prayer. I know people don't joke with that thing. So maybe we should make it 3 p.m. Maybe. Should we? Yeah, I think we should make it 3 p.m. I'm thinking, yeah, I'll speak with my team and then I'll forward it. So by that 3 p.m., people that went to do church prayer and fasting will be home and they can, and I'll be live. It will take about 45 to 50 minutes. It's going to be fantastic. If you already fill out a form, I'm going to send you the workbook. If you haven't and you're interested, drop your email or go to 2022.fijiano.com. Thank you guys for celebrating my wins with me. Thank you for listening to my whining about my wonderful, challenging week. And let me know how you're feeling, how it's going, what I can do to help. Until then, thank you for staying through to the 29th day. You're a finisher. You're a finisher. Congratulations. I'm excited for what's 2022 has ahead for us. In tomorrow, on the 1st of February, I'll tell you what we're focusing on the 1st of February. And let's win together, guys. Let's win together. Enough of ordinary, enough of just trudging through the day. Like, me, I don't want to be normal. I know some people like to be normal. I hate normal. I want to be extraordinary. I want to make an impact. It's my life's mission. Thanks, guys, and have a good night. Bye for now.